Hey there, Showtimers. What is up? It is your boy Cody coming back with you guys with yet another long awaited episode of episode 4 with Showtime with Cody podcast. Before I just get started, before I begin, I just want to say real quick, guys, that I do greatly apologize for waiting so long on this episode. There's just been some things going on. Like my work schedule has been crazy. Things going on with, my family and things like that. But one thing that I do want to do is that I want to thank you all for just sending out prayers for me and my family. Of course, some of you know with my father's situation and things like that. He's home from the hospital. Praise the Lord. I'm so glad. But of course, still some praying has to happen here and there. But we're getting there. We're getting there. But yeah, so I do want to apologize. I will try my best to post a lot more. As soon as I just kind of get an idea of what days I can do it, because my work schedule, it'll be crazy. Like, you guys just don't know. But we're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. I believe in it. So tonight, what I want to talk about, and I'm sorry that I'm holding on to my phone here. I don't have a professional camera, but I'm looking to do that because at the moment I'm looking for somebody that can help me just kind of record me, so that way I don't have to worry about holding my phone as much. Because I mean, I'm the kind of guy that likes to move around and talk, and like to move my hands around. I mean, I'm pretty sure you guys already know that by now from the first episode and things like that. So yeah, I'm looking for that. And of course, you guys may see a little difference in the air. I have a new room now and things like that. There's still some work that needs to happen. Little specs here and there that I got to work on. But we're going to get there all in time, all in time. So, but I'm thankful for it. So, we're going to work on it. But anyways, what I wanted to talk with you guys tonight, it's another testimony of mine that I just wanted to share. And I know I shared a testimony in the last episode that I did, but that was just only half on how I became to know Christ as my Lord and Savior. But what I really want to do is that I wanted to share this one testimony that I believe is going to be powerful in everyone's lives, and so basically what the name of this episode is God's healing power. So maybe somewhere in some of our lives, some of us that are Christians out there, somewhere down the line, we experience a supernatural healing. And when we experienced it, it was one of those moments where it was like, man, like, did this really happen? Dude, like, it's crazy. And it's awesome in a way because, you just would have thought, like, man, I'm never going to heal from this, like, this and that. But man, it's just awesome. So tonight, that's what I kind of wanted to share on, because there was a point in my life where I experienced God's healing power in a situation where, if left unattended, I probably could have died. Like, probably could have, passed away without treatment. And so, but anyways, in order for me to share this, I gotta travel all the way back in time to 2015, because that's when this happened. So don't judge me. No, I'm joking. But it was February of 2015. It was a Monday morning. I think it was like the first week of February. Like, it was probably like February 1st, I want to say. But anyways, I woke up that morning and I had a massive headache. Like, it wasn't like a normal headache. Like, it was one of these headaches where my skull felt like it was like really, really tight. Like, it felt like the skin on my head was just like tightening up and things like that. I mean, I don't know, it's kind of hard to explain. But it was one of those kind of headaches, and it was like a throbbing type of pain and things like that. But of course I'm thinking, it's just a small bug. It's just a small little headache. Take some Advil, and it'll go away. And it did. I took like, some Advil and stuff like that. And after that, it was gone. Like, it just disappeared. So I still went to school. I was waking up early that morning for school. I got up, I still went to school and things like that, and I was okay for like the first half. The first half of that day, I was fine. You know, I was myself. I was my energetic, goofy, silly self. But when I got to like my second class, though, that's when things started getting worse yet again, because that headache that I had that morning, it came back, and my head was feeling kind of itchy. So I went to go try to scratch one part of my head, but I started feeling these bumps in my head, and it felt like my skin was like really delicate, because when I went to go touch, I had a pain, like a sharp pain, just like show up out of nowhere. And so I'm thinking to myself, like, okay, this is not normal, like, but of course the bumps in my head, I'm thinking like it's ingrown hair, because I had long hair. And when guys have long hair, I don't know, I guess we get ingrown hairs in our hair for some reason, and it sucks. but yeah, I'm just thinking like, it's just ingrown hairs. Maybe I just gotta go home and have my mom get some tweezers and, just things of that nature, to help me out and things like that. But anyways, I ignored it again. I was like, you know what, maybe it'll go away, maybe it'll just pass over, like the headache from this morning. So I ignored it again, and when I got to my last class, that's when everything started going for the worse. Because like I was feeling dizzy, felt like my vision was like just going blurry and things like that, and I just wasn't feeling good. Like I just wasn't myself that whole entire day. And it was almost time to go home, so I pulled through as much as I could and things like that, and I got home, came home, lay down, and just, took some rest and things like that, because I thought maybe I just needed some rest. It's been a long couple of weeks from school, because, you gotta think, high school, it can be very, very stressful. So, for all you guys out there that are just starting high school, don't let the stress get to you. Like, just don't. It's not worth it. But of course, focus though. Like, focus. Okay, education is important. But yeah. So I came home, and I just thought, maybe I just need to take a nap. So I took a nap. I woke up. My little brother comes in. He comes in my room, and he looked at me, and he was like, "Yo, what's wrong with your face?" Now, of course, when you hear your own little brother say that, you're thinking he's joking, like you think that he's coming in and he's trying to rib you, like, ooh, why your face look like macaroni, or like, ooh, why your face look like oatmeal, this and that, like, just jokes like that, and so I was trying to come back with a joke on him, but he was like, "No, dude, there is something wrong with your face." And so I ran to the bathroom, and I looked at my face, and my whole face was like literally broken out, like hives literally all over my face. And so I looked at my mom, and I was like, "Mom, what's going on? Like, I got all these hives on me and stuff." And she was like, "Maybe it's just an allergic reaction or something, cuz I'm allergic to like some things that would break me out in hives, but I can't remember if I took something or touched something that day, which I probably didn't, but anyway, so I went back in my room, and my body temperature went like below zero. Like, I was dead cold. Like, literally, I was dead cold. Like, when you would touch me, I was like cold, like a dead body type cold. And I go rushing around the house looking at the thermostat and all that, and it said like 80 degrees or whatever. And I looked at my mom, and I was like, "Is it me, or is it cold in here?" And she said, "No, it's not really cold in here." And so I was like, "Mom, I am like dead cold. I'm shivering. I'm shaking. I'm breaking out like on my upper body and this and that. Like, I think I need to go to the hospital. I think something's wrong. Like, something is seriously, seriously wrong. I can't explain it, but there is something wrong. I gotta go." So my dad, he came and he took us to the hospital. I think he left work early that night. I don't know. But he came, he took us to the hospital. They gave me a vaccination just in case if it was like chicken pox or something like that. Because, if you were to look at it and you looked at me, you would have thought that it was like chicken pox or whatever. But I knew it wasn't, because it wasn't itchy, and stuff like that. Like, my skin, like on my arms and all that, it wasn't really itchy much. So, it had to be something else,
So they gave me a vaccination and they took 6 tubes of blood out of me. And y'all, when I say I was tired after them taking 6 tubes of blood out of me, I was really tired. Like, I was out. Like, I was just done. But they took the 6 tubes of blood and they went to go run some tests. They put me through a CAT scan. They put me through, I think, an X-ray, but I don't know what the X-ray was for. Because, I mean, usually I think if you do an X-ray, it's for broken bones. But I don't know. They're the doctors, not me. But yeah, they put me through a CAT scan. They put me through an X-ray. They took 6 tubes of blood and they just ran some tests. And they came back, I think, 10 or 20 minutes later, saying that I had cellulitis and that my body was slowly shutting down, basically, because they told me if I would have waited for like longer than that whole week, because I even looked it up myself. I even looked up, the symptoms and, just what would happen if untreated if I were to wait. And it said that my body would swell up like a balloon and all my organs would shut down and I would possibly die. So literally, like, if you look at it, that whole day I was slowly dying and I didn't even know it. Like, I'm just thinking, like, okay, it's just a small bug. I'm going to be fine, like, in the next couple of hours or so. But really, I wasn't. My body was slowly shutting down and I just had no idea, And so they gave me medicine, they gave me antibiotics and all that, but I was thinking to myself, like, yeah, antibiotics is good for certain things, but something as serious as this, though, like, there's got to be something more. There's got to be something more. So, I'm in my room, I'm laying down, and, I'm sore from, like, the 6 tubes of blood that they took out of me. I'm just exhausted. I'm cold, I'm shivering and stuff like that. And I'm just thinking to myself, like, man, is this really about to happen? Like, am I really about to die? Like, that's how serious it was. And so just sitting there thinking, I thought right away to myself, you know what? I have faith and I believe in Jesus. I believe in his powers. I believe everything about the Bible. I believe that he healed a blind man, he healed a demon possessed kid, he healed a paralyzed man, and he healed a man with leprosy and all that. So if he can do all that, then, man, what's stopping me from believing that this could go? So I literally got down to my knees and I started praying to God. I just started crying out to God. I just started praying and I started out with this: God, you healed a demon-possessed child. You healed a deaf man. You healed a blind man. You healed a paralyzed man. You did the whole 9 yards of healing. And if you can do all that, then, Lord, you can literally get rid of this irritation, whatever it was, like, I literally just said, God, if you can do all that, you can heal me from this cellulitis. Like, I just started laying it down on the table right then and there. I just started, praying, crying out and everything, just like laying it all down. And literally the next morning when I woke up, I kid y'all not, I woke up, I went to the bathroom. Oh my gosh, and guys, man, my face was clear. My face was clear, my arms were clear, my upper body was clear, everything was clear. Because I believed in that healing power. And God literally said, it is not your time. There are still things that I want you to do. So literally, God literally healed me at that moment. And dude, it's just so amazing how God can heal certain things. And so, with that, I want to finish with this. I want to leave you guys with this. Some of you guys out there, you got an illness. You're going through probably anxiety, depression, diabetes, suicidal thoughts, just things like that. And maybe some of you are not even going through that. Maybe some of you have a earthly sickness. And just hear me out on what I mean by that. Some of you have a certain sin in your life that you keep going back to, and it's making you ill. It's destroying your temple. The Bible says that we are a temple of God's kingdom. And so when you look at it, when you look at that earthly sickness that's in your life right now, it's literally destroying you. Your walls are deteriorating, your foundation is dying, and just things of that nature. And you have a choice. You can either, one, get rid of that illness and redesign and rebuild your temple the way God sees your temple being, or two, you just miss out and your temple comes falling down. Your temple comes crashing down. Guys, God's healing power is so amazing. But you see, in order for you to experience that, don't just believe it in here. Believe it in here. The Bible says that when you believe in God with your heart, soul, mind, and strength, you are going to see mountains move that you never thought you would see move. There are like so many mountains in our lives that we think will never move. But I can promise you that when you believe, when you believe in God and all of his beings and his healing powers and all that with your heart, soul, mind, and strength, those mountains that you thought would never move will move. And I promise you, you will experience so many great things. All you got to do is believe. Believe. Not just the 90, not just the 80, not just the 70. Believe with all your heart, soul, mind, and strength. And so that's going to conclude episode 4 of the Showtime with Cody podcast. And again, I want to thank you guys so much for, just tuning in, things like that. If you're new to the YouTube channel, I just want to personally welcome you to the YouTube channel. Please like, share, comment, and also subscribe. Ring the bell so you guys can know when I'll be posting another episode, so you guys can tune into that episode and things like that. And again, I just apologize for waiting so long posting this and putting this out there. I'm gonna try my best to be better at posting, my episodes and things like that. And also, like I said,